My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Infantry Outdoors. Yours truly, the Infantry, back at it again with you. And today we are going to be doing another metal melting video, some soda can meltdown. However, this time, by viewer request, Miss Rebecca, I'm talking to you, I'm going to do my best at explaining step by step what I actually do, what I use, and all that stuff. Now, please keep in mind, while I am melting this stuff, I will be wearing a respirator for safety concerns because there's a lot of gases and stuff that come off of this, and you don't want to breathe it in. So I will do my best. If I'm not able to voice it, I will put text across here. But remember that if you have any comments, questions, concerns, advertising, product placement, or anything you'd like to get here on the program, please reach out and write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. We work really hard putting these together for you guys, and if you're new and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. Ring that bell to all notifications so you're notified every time we post a video or when we live stream. But for all of our social links, all of our merchandise, all of our sponsors, affiliates, shop, all that stuff can be found in one place. Go to infantryoutdoors.com and you'll be able to find all of our links in one place. So with that said, business is done. Hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are around the world. Let's get started because we got a lot of melting to do. Got a big can, as you guys can see here, of soda cans, aluminum pie plates, things like that we've saved over the last couple of weeks, and we're going to melt it down for you. But like I said, I'm going to do my utter best to try to explain to you step by step and the process involved in doing this. So let's get into it. Alright, let's start off with the foundry. This is my 16 kilogram foundry kit that I've had. I will link the video up here of when we got it. You know, we upgraded, but I've had this probably about a year or so now. Works really well. Next thing I want to do is make one out of a 55-gallon drum. But there you go. There is the foundry. There is a piece of cardboard. The piece of cardboard is put into the bottom to keep the crucible from sticking to the fire brick. So you put that down there. It creates a little bit of carbon between your crucible and your fire brick, and it keeps it from sticking, so when I go to lift it out, it won't stick to the bottom of the crucible. Over here we have a brick to put our stuff on when it comes out. We have our flathead screwdriver to poke around with. We have our spoon for taking out all of the slag. We have a pair of tongs to grab things with. Over here we have the big pair of tongs, which is used to take the crucible out with, and then we have the pouring tongs, which is used to pour obviously into the molds. And then over here we have our pouring station where we have our 3 molds we're going to use today. 2 steel and 1 clay graphite. So that's all the stuff that we have, and then of course the big giant propane tank over there. Yeah, and that's the setup. So here's the soda cans again. Soda cans will go into there, they'll get melted down. When that gets full, we'll take it out, we'll put it here, and then from here we'll pour it into there. And that's pretty much the process. I mean, it's really easy to do. But let's kick the tires and light the fires and let's get this started. I'm going to take one of these molds, put it on there to help close the lid. Also to help get the molds warm. The other reason I put it on here is to start getting the molds warm. When we're ready to pour, we want to have hot molds to avoid any steam explosions or anything like that. And I'll just dump the soda cans through the top hole once they start melting. But it shouldn't take long. Soda cans usually don't take long to start melting here. And yeah, basically it's just drop them in, wait for them to melt, fill up our bucket, clean our bucket out, you know, make sure we get all the crud out of there, and then we pour a nice clean aluminum bar. So now for the fun part, we just watch and wait. Now, another thing I want to mention to you guys, all of my soda cans are crushed and there's no liquid in them. You want to make sure that they're as clean and as empty as possible so that you don't create any steam explosions. Liquid and hot metal do not mix. So you want to make sure that you shake out all of the liquid and crush them as small as you can, because believe it or not, most of this is going to be wasted. It's going to turn into what we call slag, the stuff I'm going to take out with a spoon. And as you can see, it goes pretty quick. Once everything gets heated up, it's almost instant that they start melting. Another question I got asked is, what kind of gloves do I use? These are just welder gloves that you can get at any Harbor Freight. I got like a 3-pack for maybe like 10 bucks or something like that over on sale. Just welding gloves, and I will tell you, this is hot enough to burn through the glove. My hands get hot. You leave your hand over it too long, but it does protect you as much as it can. Now, things like this, like a pie plate, make sure that you crush it up as best you can so it can fit in the hole. So we shut her down. We're going to take our poker and do some poking around. Alright. Now we're going to clean out our first thing of slag. Now the slag is this stuff here, which is like paint. All the stuff on the soda cans you don't want. So we take this out, leaving just a good aluminum in there. Alright, so that's done. Now, we keep on going. That took out about half of what we put in there. This is what slag looks like. Now I'll save this, and when I'm done I'll go through it, like so you can see some aluminum here. I have a bucket that's full of just slag. Later on down the road, I'll melt it down and extract the rest of what's in here. And I only keep pieces like this that are really, that really have aluminum. A lot of this is just burnt paint and anything that was on the aluminum. So there's what your slag is, that's what you want to take out. Alright, time for another clean up. And just so you guys know, there is a lot of waste in these soda cans. As you can see how many soda cans I'm putting in. Most of it is waste. That's where we got our slag. Looks good. Still got some ways we can go. Put that guy on. Alright, this is going to make clean out number 3. And I think we can do a pour after this. So. Yeah, that's all the stuff you don't want in there.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Alright. Now our metal's full, it's clean. make sure our molds are nice and hot. Then the next thing is going to be to take it out, set it here, and then we'll do our pouring. But you want to make sure that your molds are nice and hot so that you have no chance of steam explosion. Time for another clean out. So I don't know where the camera shut off because it overheated, but we're a little more than halfway through our soda cans. Here, just about through this milk, guys. We've got a little bit more at the bottom of the cans. You guys can see how much stuff I'm taking out of here, right? This is why aluminum ingot costs more than if you just take your soda cans to the recycle place. Now somebody also asked me, is this cost effective? What's the profit versus just turning into soda cans? Well, if you just turn into soda cans, you get like 30, 40, maybe 50 cents a pound. For this, I get $1 to $2 a pound. So what I try to do is save it like a savings account. I let it add up, then eventually I'll take it in. See that? Now the reason I stir this up, I know I didn't mention it before, but I just want to make sure everything's melted and that the stuff I'm taking from the top is ashes. Pretty good to me. Now the reason I left the molds like this, so that can stay hot, and that the molds can stay hot while we are, basically so I don't have to reheat the molds. One's out of this. Let's see. Okay, so the very last thing that you want to do is take your crucible, stick it back in your furnace, and just let it sit and cool inside of the furnace. Let it slowly cool, that way you don't crack your crucible. I mean, for me it's going to be time to get a new crucible here shortly, but there you go. That is the process. The last thing we do, let these cool off, we'll quench them, and then we'll weigh them in and see what we get for a total weight. It'll probably be around 5 pounds is usually about what I get. And then I'll show you what we do with the slag. Alright, it's time to quench them. Basically what quenching is taking this hot bar and rapidly cooling it. Now these are the bars that sat earlier, so they're not like stupid hot. But they are still hot. Let's see, here's the other one. Here's our small little bar that we made. Here's one of our big ones. And our last big bar. And we even got this little piece here. And there we go. That's how you quench. Rapidly cooling down the bars after they've been heated, which will harden them and just make them cool to the touch. Now this water was cold. It's really hot. Like you could cook in that water right now. It's amazing how it works, right? So the last thing that we're going to do, we're going to let those sit. We're going to let them cool. We got to clean up the slag. We got to clean up everything. But I'm going to show you what we do with the slag. Okay, this is my slag bucket. As you can tell, good amounts of slag in here. This is probably copper. Got one for brass. But the biggest part of this is aluminum, as you guys can see. Aluminum slag. It's still aluminum, it's still got crap in it, but eventually it will melt and I will get more aluminum out of it, out of the waste itself. So what I want to do now is hope that this isn't stupid hot, and we're going to try to sift the good stuff from the junky stuff. As you guys can see, that right there is aluminum. We don't want to throw that away because we can melt it down and get more aluminum out of it. I take this little sifter, I let all the crap fall out, and I keep the aluminum. As you guys can see, every tray there's more aluminum that can be saved. There's probably, what I just showed you there, probably another couple good bars worth of aluminum. Alright, I'll give you a close-up look at what the slag is. It still has, you know, paint and burnt on stuff in it, but you know, you can see I got a good amount in here. It all still has aluminum in it. And once this bucket fills up enough, we'll come back and we'll melt just the slag and pull even more aluminum out. So on top of the aluminum I got today, I still have all of this to pull out at a later date. We probably could have done it today, but I just wanted to get these cans melted and get them done. That's the nice thing about slag, you just save it, let it add up, and later down the road, we can melt it down. You know, pretty cool. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video so far. The only thing we got left to do is take the stuff in, do a weigh on it, and see what we got. So now's the time for you guys to pause the video. How much do you guys think? Actually, I'm going to show you the bars first, and then I'll ask you how much you think they weigh, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Alright everybody, there's today's recovery. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 big ones. That one, and that little one. How much do you think it weighs? Comment down below. What is the total weight you think we got out of today's haul? I'll be back with you in just a minute to do the weigh-in. Stay tuned.
This presentation of Infantry Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bear Creek Arsenal, Nutrient Survival, survival food reinvented for a stronger body and mind. Jase Medical, be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios, add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. Oneleaf.al, affordable night vision. And by generous donations from viewers like you.
Alright everybody, last phase guys to weigh them out. There's our bars. Hope you guys had enough time to comment, but here we go. Alright, there's our metal on the scale. 6.092 pounds. Almost 7 pounds of aluminum this time around, which isn't bad. It's usually about 5 pounds that I get out of a 35-gallon garbage can full of crushed soda cans. So, there you go. If you guessed around 6.042 pounds, hey, you got it right. Add that to the stack, and, well, that's going to do it for this one. Alright gang, as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give us a thumbs up on the video. If you're new and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to all notifications so you're notified every time we put out a new video or when we live stream. With that said, all of the information, all of the stuff I used today will be linked down in the video's description box, and you can find it all at infantryoutdoors.com, along with our social links, our merch, and all that good sort of stuff. If you do have any comments, questions, or concerns, write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. And big shout outs to our viewer Rebecca for suggesting this idea. I hope I was able to explain everything as I was melting. And if you guys have any questions, drop it in the comment section below or write to me and let me know. But with that said, guys, that's the end of today's metal melting video. Another fun-filled soda can meltdown. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that wherever you are around the world, you have an amazing day. With that said, I hope that this and all of my adventures here on the program inspires you to get outdoors. Till we meet again, have an amazing day, everybody.